line in the Big Ten season. And then, JB, just take care of your side of the net. That's what the Huskers need to do. And with a lesser opponent, it's not a Penn State, it's not a Wisconsin, it's not a Minnesota. So it's all about playing low air and controlling what you can control on your side of the net. And if Nebraska does that, they'll easily be able to take care of business.
UNO, black tops. They're all black, white numerals trimmed in red. But these are very short sleeves with long black, what do you call them, like arm wraps that all the players have. And Sammy Clarkson will begin. She's your great 5'11 junior setter at a Concordia High School in West Omaha to begin things for UNO. Huskers have Nicklin Hames setting to start, which means Lindsey Krause will join her. Two-setter offense this afternoon for the Big Red. Clarkson sends the serve across. Not a good pass by Maddie Kubik. Gets it back. Swings left front. Through the double block. 1-0 Nebraska.
Amazing job by Maddie Kubik. I mean, she had to pass that ball. She's out of system. Nicklin's bump setting. She's having to get her feet to the ball over on the outside and just places it in that deep right back corner. And both those corners, deep right back, deep left back, are going to be available for our pin hitters today.
Nicklin Hames to serve. Claire Mountjoy back there with Rachel Fairbanks, the primary passers. And Nicklin's first action in a live match results in a service error into the bottom of the net. We're tied at 1.
You mentioned UNO's jerseys. It's short sleeve jersey with long arm sleeves. I mean, why don't they just use long sleeve jerseys?
They like to expose the upper arms, yeah. Pass by Maddie, jump set left, swing by Krause, well dug in the back right. Now, Fairbanks just rolls shots it over. Here come the Huskers, right front, tip shot Maddie on her off wing, not down. Long rally, jack back, right side swing for Limback there. Good lefty block back cover. Now left side shot Fairbanks. Here come the Huskers, tied at 1. Just started. Middle tip shot from Nebraska's middle Kelly Schwarzenbach. Now Limback rips one down the line. She's got a fast arm. Hit more than 400 a year ago. 2-1 Mavs.
Limbach is the priority. She's over on the right side for UNO, and Huskers in some rotations will actually be shading our middle over to commit on her.
Serve goes to Batenhorst, who's in there. Nice pass. Shoot set to the middle. Schwarzenbach dug. Now UNO outside Fairbanks. Tool in the hands. Yep, she touched him. And last touch by the Big Red. 3-1 Mavs.
Nicklin's just missing Callie in the middle. If she can get Callie a better set, Callie is terminating and probably getting a kill because she's one-on-one. So Nicklin just needs to get her higher.
Serve goes to Batenhorst. Guides it to Nicklin outside. Krause blocked. 4-1 Mavs.
That was a little bit of a trap set. So Nicklin put Lindsey Krause a little too tight to the net, but Lindsey needs to see that and then try and find a way around the block instead of swinging straight down into the block. And remember, Nicklin this is really her first time playing this season other than the red-white scrimmage, so it's just taking her a while to adjust.
Pass by Batenhorst. Nebraska's got it outside. Krause over the block. Smacks into the setter back there who's trying to dig it. Clarkson takes it off the cheek. She's okay. Point Huskers 4-2 Mavs. Boy, Krause's got a big arm. Just started. Pull up a chair. Spend the afternoon with the Big Red. Huskers in white. Left to right. Served by Maddie Kubik. Bad pass by the libero. Jump set behind Limback. Tip shot to the donut. It drops. That opens up because she has the big, fast whip arm. So when she tips it, Huskers are caught deep. 5-2 Mavs.
What needs to happen there, Lindsey Krause's your off blocker. She's on the right side, so she's coming off to about the 10-foot line. She should pick up that tip, so that way Lexi Rodriguez can stay back and dig that hard line shot.
Mountjoy serves Rodriguez. Poor pass by Lexi. That doesn't happen very often. Service ace, Mavs 6-2 Omaha. The Mavs have two assistant coach, formerly Maggie Baumert, now married Maggie McHugh, former Creighton great, and then Kelly O'Connor, who's former video coordinator for Nebraska. Bad pass by the Huskers again. Free ball over. Mavs volleyball. They're up 4. Right side limb back. Fires with that left arm. It drops. 7-2 Mavs.
Huskers are just taking a little longer in the huddle, talking things over. I'm assuming the coaching staff's going to let them try to work through this.
Serve from Mountjoy, the great libero. Nice pass. Our libero, Rodriguez. Left side swing, Batenhorst. Stuff blocked. Limback is .com. And Nebraska volleyball is powered by Emeritus proud to be the official insurance and investment partner of Nebraska Athletics. Serve from Claire Mountjoy, the great libero, to ours. Nice pass, Lexi, left side roll shot. Batenhorst down the line, no. Maverick volleyball, right side of Limback. Roll shot on a low set. Doug, now the Huskers set left. Batenhorst down the line, no. Good block touch. Here come the Mavs. Riley Marshall in the middle, tips across, not this time. Again, Batenhorst for the Huskers. Big swing, no. Lengthiest rally of the afternoon outside. Shot from the left pin finally by Fairbanks. Block back covered. Again, Fairbanks. Block back. Beautiful rescue on a cover by Mountjoy. Free ball over. Husker volleyball. Jack back right side. Krause, no. What defense by both teams. Right side. Limback fires off the block. Not down. In system. Huskers dig it. Back row swing. Kubik long. 9-2 Mavs. Good rally.
Huskers are looking over to the bench, maybe seeing if the coaches will pull a green card. They look a little confused. That's the only thing that would make sense to me. We'll see if we see a green card here.
Coach Cook has pulled one out. This serves two purposes: to hopefully cause a 2-point swing. If they reverse the call rather than 9-2, it'll be 8-3, and the Huskers get to serve. This second is you delay this Omaha momentum. And I think it's either a net violation. I think the Huskers are alleging a net violation against Sadie Limback on the right side. Boy, she is fun to watch with this whip arm. She's got this lefty who's 6 feet, but she can block like she's 6'3".
And in the middle of that rally, Limback got a set on the right, and she did. It looked like in the review she did hit the net on her way down. So I think they're going to overturn this.
They are. Whew. Sigh of relief. Rather than 9-2, 8-3 Mavs. Yeah, I'm not sure anyone in class in Midtown Omaha is focused on the professor right now. They're watching this one as the Mavs have jumped out to an 8-3 lead. Here comes a serve by Lexi Rodriguez. Over to the Mavs. Good pass. Outside set. Fairbanks, big block. Krause right there. Had help from Kaylin Meyer. Huskers first block. 8-4 Mavs.
I keep watching Lindsey Krause block over on the right side, and she is just, and Coach Cook has said it before, she's one of the best blockers for the Huskers, and that's what we need over on the right side.
Tough serve by Lexi Rodriguez. Bad pass. Outside set. Mavs. Fairbanks. Block back again. Krause had help from Meyer. It's 8-5. What makes Krause such a good blocker?
She takes her time, so she's never early, and so she waits till the last second, which that's what you want to do. You always want to be late when blocking, and she just reaches over. I mean, it's like she's grabbing for the opposing attacker's ear. She gets over so far.
Serve to the back middle. Another bad pass. Fairbanks gets it left pin for UNO. Roll shots it. Here come the Huskers outside. Batenhorst, big blast. Nice up in the back row. Set goes left. Again, Fairbanks, the right-hander, off the block and out. Point UNO, 9-5 Mavs. Just started.
Batenhorst needs to find a way to get a kill. She's over on the outside. She's had quite a few attempts. Now, granted, some of those have been out of system sets, so they haven't been perfect, but she's just hitting to zone 6, which is middle back, and she's going to get dug every time. She has to find a way to wrist away, crossbody, move that ball to the corner.
Jaden Centeno comes in and serves. Huskers attack in the middle. Doug now back row swing. Shayla McCormick, the Scott Catholic alumna, fires out of bounds. Point Big Red, 9-6 Mavericks. Here comes the double switch. Whitney Lauenstein and former high school teammate from Waverly, Ani Evans, in there. Ani to serve. Down 3. It was 6 a moment ago. Huskers searching for their sea legs. Came out a little wobbly. Ani sails this one. Would have been long. Played by McCormick. Now the Mavs, they run the slide. Riley Marshall, block back covered. Great libero for the Mavs. Left side swing now for UNO. Block back. Another cover. And a free ball ensuing. Husker volleyball. Oh, the free ball nearly drops. And an overtake. Again, UNO volleyball. Marshall in the middle. Tip shot down. 10-6 Mavs. And you have to be impressed with Claire Mountjoy. She is keeping everything up.
Look at how many new faces are out on the Huskers side of the net. You have Ani Evans out there. You have Allie Batenhorst. You have Whitney Lauenstein. You have Kaylin Meyer. I mean, there's more than half of Nebraska's, 6 players are all new faces.
Now Maddie Kubik unable to handle that tough serve. Another ace by the Mavs. They're second, 11-6, Omaha. Crowd a little restless. Rachel Fairbanks will try again. She led the Mavs in their 2 matches last weekend, 23 kills. The right-hander sends it right at Rodriguez. She mishandles that one. Another bad pass. Back row swing, Batenhorst, and muscles it through. Batenhorst from the back right gets her first Husker kill ever. It's 11-7 Omaha.
And with the 6-2, you now have, it's almost like rotation 1 again, where your outside is on the right side and your right side's on the outside. So we'll see Maddie and Allie attack 1 rotation from the right side.
Boy, Allie Batenhorst is a legit 6'3", long and lanky. She serves, outside set, out of bounds. Mariah Buss out of Lincoln Lutheran blasts that long. So she went to school about 2 miles from here, 11-8 Omaha. Mariah struggled last weekend. 2 more kills and errors. Now Batenhorst blasts that one way long. 12-8 Omaha.
We talked about why the Huskers are running this 6-2, mainly to help Nicklin Hames ease into things. But JB, it may also be a scouting tactic. I noticed Georgia's scouting and Arizona State are scouting right now, and with this funky lineup that Nebraska is running, they're really not going to know what to expect from what lineup the Huskers are going to run when they play those 2 teams.
Kaylee Akana comes in, serving specialist, along with Callie Schwarzenbach. Ani Evans is the setter in this makeshift, very youthful Husker lineup. 12-9 Omaha. They led by 6 earlier. Served by Kaylee, the Hawaiian native, over to UNO. Back row swing, Fairbanks. Nice up, Ani Evans. Husker volleyball fed to the back middle. Big rip, Batenhorst out of bounds. 13-9 Omaha. You'll see that in a true freshman, a fair amount of attack errors this time of year. Here's their setter, Sammy Clarkson. Boy, UNO looks sharp in those all-black tops with the short sleeves and then the long arm sleeves, so you can just see a little shoulder. Left side shot. Kubik gets blocked. Maddie struggling early. No Lexi Sun thus far. She's healthy, just trying to rest her. We got 3 matches in about 30 hours. 14-9 Omaha. And a distressing detail here. Omaha holding serve a lot. Whistle out of rotation. Nebraska is Ani Evans and Callie Schwarzenbach, pointed to by the floor official. Out of rotation. You see those for Nebraska maybe once every 3 years. Maybe. 15-9 Omaha.
And Tyler Hildebrand, associate coach, is talking it over with the down officials. So I think maybe just getting some clarity on who was out of rotation.
Served Maddie, good pass on the set. Goes almost through Ani Evans' hands. They call her for a double touch. It is 16-9 UNO. Might be time to pull back Lexi Sun and Kayla Caffey. Throw them in. Serve UNO to Maddie Kubik. Perfect pass. Set in the middle. Schwarzenbach swings down. 16-10.
I love that repeat rule there. Ani was trying to set Callie on that last ball, and the ball kind of went through her hands, and she got called on a double. But there, she finds Callie in the middle. She fires it to Callie. Our middles are one-on-one, so if our setters can get the middles good sets, they're going to terminate with only 1 blocker up.
So Nicklin Hames back in. Huskers in that first rotation with the setter serving. Nicklin gallops to the end line and sends it across. Perfect pass. The right side Limback can only tip it and whistle. Point Nebraska. And now UNO's Matt Buttermore's time to argue. Tip shot by Limback with her offhand. It was a center line violation. They say Limback went under the net. So 16-11. That ball dropped on Nebraska's side. Buttermore thinking about a green card and decides against. 16-11. Wow. So Limback to the front row, and she's done damage. 2 kills, 2 blocks. Now a service error. Nebraska's third. No aces. Meanwhile, Omaha, 1 error, 3 aces. So the serving has really belonged to Omaha thus far. 17-11 Mavericks in the first.
That's Nicklin Hames, her second service error in this first set.
Served by McCormick out of Omaha. Scott right at Baton-Horse. Bad pass. Gets it back. Roll shots it. Wow. UNO dictating with this tough serve. Right side swing. Limback kill. She's feeling it. 18-11.
I know Limback is a priority for the Huskers. It was in the game plan. They scouted her. And Callie Schwarzenbach knows she's getting the ball. She needs to shade over and help Maddie Kubik on the left take away that Limback shot. Passing has let up. Balls are going all over the place. Both Ani and Nicklin have had to run down and bump set quite a few sets. So passing needs to clean up. And then I think once that cleans up, it'll flow into getting the middles of the ball more.
Shayla McCormick serves. Perfect pass. Lexi Rodriguez. Nebraska's got it outside set. Krause. Beautiful dig by McCormick, her high school teammate. Left side swing. UNO down the line. Doug. Huskers bump it over to the back row. Baton-Horse roll shots it. Not this time. Up by 7. UNO volleyball. Attack in the middle. Now they're up by 8. 19-11 as Lakin Graves gets the kill. McCormick sails the serve over to her high school teammate Krause. Attack in the middle. Kai Schwarzenbach, another great dig. Floor defense has been one of the stories here today. Left side swing and kill for Rachel Fairbanks right down the line, outside the block, and it hits the line perfect. Pinpoint shot, 20-11 Mavs.
Another stat, JB, that's very surprising. Huskers are only sighting out at 35% right now. I can't tell you the last time I saw that number that low. Their goal is 65%.
Serve McCormick right at Krause. Great pass. Jack back. Right side swing. Kubik over digging out. Point Huskers and Maddie Kubik. 20-12 Mavs. Now you got to hold serve and again and again and again. Down by 8 late. Nebraska back with the serve. Maddie Kubik asks the bench to move over. She says, excuse me. Dribbles and now heads to the end line and sails the serve just long. 21-12.
That's 4 service errors all within this first set. I mean, that's just too many.
So Claire Mountjoy to serve. She's out of Elkhorn High. Sails it across. Kubik guides it to Nicklin Hames. Right side roll shot. Lindsay Krause, 21-13.
I like that Lindsay's mixing up her shots. She's taking a lot of swings hard cross court. She hasn't really pushed anything down the line yet, but there she sends a roll shot to the donut, which is the middle of the court, and it's wide open.
Rodriguez sends it over. Back left Fairbanks. Perfect pass. Attack in the middle. Riley Marshall out of Fort Calhoun. No. Now the Huskers left side. Baton-Horse long. A lot of attack errors. 22-13 Omaha. Here comes Lexi Sun. Allie Baton-Horse has struggled in this one. Lexi Sun enters. Baton-Horse first match, she's got a kill and 3 errors.
Hitting -333.
Serve to Lexi. Jack back. Attacked by Krause. That's long. No touch. 23-13. UNO.
One of the keys was just take care of your side of the net for the Huskers, and they're not doing that right now. But attacking errors are adding up, service errors are adding up, and passing's breaking down.
Kubik bad pass, right side roll shot. Krause, it falls. 23-14 UNO. Lauenstein, Ani Evans back in. Huskers still in that 2-setter offense. We'll see if Coach Cook remains so. And if he goes to a 1-setter offense, which setter? He's got 2 that are nursing injuries, but both available. Ani Evans sends it across. Good pass, Mountjoy the libero. Left side, Fairbanks blocked back covered by guess who? Mountjoy the libero. Left side swing, Fairbanks blocked back covered. And setter dump, blocked back by Kaylin Meyer. Covered. Left side tip shot and whistle in the net. Rachel Fairbanks, she nods her head, 23-15.
Nice job by Whitney Lauenstein, just staying patient in the front row there, getting some good block touches, keeping the ball on UNO's side of the net. staying disciplined, and then they're just handling that overpass.
Ani Evans sends it. Perfect pass by their libero, Mountjoy. They run the slide. Riley Marshall to kill. It's 24-15 UNO. They're going to have 9 chances to finish off the Huskers in the first set. Marshall's an impressive senior out of Fort Calhoun. She's seen a couple head coaches at UNO. Boy, the future looks bright for them, as does the present. Fairbanks serves just wide. Ooh. 24-16 UNO. That's one. Lexi Sun had a big weekend last weekend for the Big Red. She's back in there after not starting. They're going to need her this morning, make it early afternoon after all. She sails the serve over. Bad pass by Fairbanks, and it was nearly Nebraska's first ace. Free ball across. Huskers down 8 with the volleyball. Attack by Kaylin Meyer. Dug again. Back row swing Fairbanks. First set's over. 25-16 Omaha. Set 2 next. You're listening to Big Red Volleyball.
Does it really matter where beef comes from? Meet the facts. Fact: Hy-Vee Choice Reserve beef comes...
And a chance to win $1 million.
Sorry for the mix-up, Katie. Here's your latte.
Forget the coffee. Where's my $2,022?
Powerball top prize odds 1 in 292 million.
Early starts. Here we go again. They can be trouble for Nebraska volleyball historically. No exception here. Nebraska drops the first set and big. 25-16. UNO in the first. Lauren Cook-West, what just happened?
I'm not sure, JV. That's the question of the hour right now. I am a little in disbelief, a little bit in shock. I'm not sure if I understand what I just saw, but it'll be interesting to see how the coaching staff alters the lineup. I mean, I'm already seeing some changes. Nicklin Hames is in the front row, so I'm wondering if they've gone to a 5-1, and then Kayla Akana is in the back row, playing back row for either Allie Batenhorst or Lexi Sun. So some different lineup changes hopefully will help.
The slide, big swing, won't drop. Over dig, and UNO has it. Left side tip shot to the deep corner, and there's Maddie Kubik with the up. Fed left Nebraska, big shot Lexi Sun, and great rescue by Claire Mountjoy. She is worth the price of admission. What a libero for UNO. Jack back, Kaylin Meyer for Nebraska, blocked. 1-0 UNO, and they're doing a jig. They won the first set, and now Mariah Buss loving that block. 1-0 Mavs.
I apologize. Kayla Akana is actually playing back row for Lindsay Krause. I said she was in for one of the outsides, but it looks like she's playing right back defense, which is what she did all last season.
Sammy Clarkson, their setter, serves to Kubik. She's the target. Not a good pass. Left side roll shot. Lexi Sun, no. Mavs with the volleyball. They won the first set and the first point in the second. Left side swing bust. Great up by Lexi Rodriguez. Nebraska outside. Big rip by Lexi Sun. No. Mountjoy another up. Free ball over. Here come the Huskers. Middle back. Maddie Kubik. And Huskers are starting to celebrate. Might have been a double touch, but play continues. Left side swing down Nebraska. Lexi Sun. Another great up by Mountjoy. Unreal. Limback then tools the Husker block. 2-0 Mavs. Claire Mountjoy, unreal floor defense. It's concern on the faces of Nebraska. It's 25-16 UNO in the first, and now with more inspired play. They're up 2-love in the second. They keep targeting Kubik, and she keeps shanking these passes. Another ace, 3-0 Omaha in the second.
Our outsides are going to continue to get targeted for the entire season from servers. I mean, we saw it last weekend. We're seeing it this weekend. The opposing team servers are going after Maddie and Lexi.
That time, Kayla Akana, the target, overpass, joust at the net, controlled by Nebraska, bumps that left, tip shot Lexi Sun. That's not going to work. Omaha tips it in the middle, won't drop. Now the Huskers outside. Lexi Sun fires off the block. Great up by McCormick. Here come the Mavs. Double touch against their libero. Can't do that. Point Nebraska, 3-1 Omaha. Now Lexi Rodriguez is serve for the Huskers. Down 3-1 in the second after losing the first by 9 against the Omaha Mavs. Rodriguez lines, drives the serve. Mariah Buss unable to handle it. That's an ace. And for Nebraska, that's service ace number 1. 3-2 now, Mavs. That ace brought to you by Nebraska's corn and soybean farmers. Rodriguez sails that one back left. Mariah Buss, good pass. She's out of Lincoln Lutheran, gets it back, swings just long. However, block touch, infraction against Nebraska, 4-2 Omaha.
You know, they see when we have a small setter in the front row, Nicklin Hames, a little bit undersized, and they're setting their outside and letting their outsides try to attack over her.
Serve goes to Okana. Nice pass by Kayleigh. The Huskers run the slide. Over dig. Here come the Huskers now. Set middle back. Big swing by Maddie Kubik off the block and out. Point Huskers. And it's 4-3 Omaha in the second. Omaha won the first.
And finally, the back row attack is successful. We need that to be a part of this offense and an option, especially when the setter Nicklin is in the front row. I mean, she loses that right side attack, so you have to be able to attack out of the back row.
Nicklin Hames floats one just across. Overpass. It worked. Here come the Huskers. Fed right. That's Krause blocked back, and it lands in. Krause gets blocked. Point Omaha, 5-3 Mavs. Rachel Fairbanks blocking on the left, and Sadie Limbach's on the right. This is their best lineup. Riley Marshall in the middle out of Fort Calhoun. Here comes a serve by Claire Mountjoy. Oh, what a job she's done at libero so far. Left side crush. Kaboom! From Lindsey Krause. Nebraska's within 1. 5-4 Omaha in the second. The Mavs won the first.
Rotation 1 was a rotation that the Huskers struggled in last season. However, I don't think we're going to have any problem in it this season with Lindsey Krause over on the outside there. Last season, remember, it was Jazz Sweet, the lefty on the left.
Serve Lexi's son, bad pass. Fairbanks gets it back left side, attack down the line. Whistle, nope, that hits the antenna. Point Huskers, we're tied up. 5 apiece. Set 2. Nebraska and the Omaha Mavs, and the Mavs won the first. Boy, Fairbanks on the left, Limbach on the right. Summit League opponents, beware. They got some firepower. Tough line drive serve. Lexi's son, bad pass. Fairbanks gets it back, swings, block back. Hold everything. It went through the block and landed at the Huskers shoot tops. That's one of the challenges of this bird's nest up here. It's sometimes difficult to figure out what side the ball dropped on. How about that for a nice excuse? 6-5 Mavs.
It is difficult, you know. You're at a tough angle up there.
Checking in to serve for your Huskers, number 2, Kinsey Knuckles. Point Omaha. Checking into the game, For the Mavericks, number 23, Brian Bucks. Back serving, number 17, Rachel Fairbanks. Nebraska. Checking into the game to serve for your Huskers, number 6, Gianna Akana. Back serving for the Mavericks, number 13, Riley Marshall. Back to serve for your Huskers, number 10, Maddie Cuban. Checking into the game for Omaha, number 10, Sadie Lindback. Back serving, number 15, Shannon Clarkston. Checking back into the game for your Huskers, number 25, Callie Schwarzenbach. Back serving number 8, Lexi Rodriguez. Double block by number 10, City of Lindbergh, number 18, Layton Perez. Point Omaha, checking in to serve for the Mavericks, number 11, Shayla McCormick. Checking in for your Huskers, number 22, Lindsey Krause. Back serving number 1, Nicklin Hayes. Solo play number 22, Lindsey Krause. Point Huskers. Timeout Mavericks. Still number 17, Rachel Fairfield. Point Omaha. Back to serve for the Mavericks, number 8, Claire Mountjoy. Solo block by number 13, Riley Marshall. Point Omaha. Ball by number 22, Lindsey Krause. Back serve for your Huskers, number 11, Lexi Sugg. Kill by number 25, Callie Schwarzenbach.
Huskers 7 away from tying this matchup. Lexi wants a volleyball. One of the ball girls says, all right, I'll give you one now. Lexi wants to trade volleyballs. How about that? Lexi's like a pitcher. She wants the right baseball. She tosses it back to the umpire. Finally gets the one she likes. Something about that other volleyball she didn't want. Now we're ready to play again. Lexi sails it just over. Passed by Rachel Fairbanks, not so good. Bumps that right back to her, 10-foot line. She straddles, fires, Doug. Husker volleyball fed left. Kubik, it's just out. Hold everything. Block, touch, point, Big Red, 19-12. No argument from UNO. Engineering. New business college building, gorgeous. Now a solid volleyball program, right side. Shot by Limbach Doug. Here come the Huskers, left attack. That's Maddie Kubik. She's 2 on the block again. It's 20-12.
Nebraska is doing a much better job in this second set, controlling Limbach on the right. She was hitting above 400. Her attacking percentage has dropped down to 300, and they're really containing her and not letting her get a ton of kills in this second set.
Again, Lexi Sun. Nice pass by Shayla McCormick, right side. Sadie Limback, she's back. 20-13. And not only does she power with that fast whip left arm, then she thrusts her fists in the air, kind of like Nancy Metcalf used to do. Something about those lefties. They like to thrust the fist up in the air. You got to be careful as a teammate. You don't want to get too close right after a big kill.
You might get punched. And, of course, she gets a kill right after I say that, we're containing her.
Serve to Lexi Sun. Not a good pass. Set left. Kubik tipping. Not this time. Now fed left UNO. Cross court just long. Fairbanks just misses. 21-13. Big Red set 2. UNO won the first. Boy, the shock waves were registering on the Richter scale into set 1. UNO won it by 9, and things are much calmer here in the second. 21-13, Big Red.
It's these 11 a.m. starts, JB.
Oh, don't start them any earlier. Pass by Centeno. She's a Millard West warrior. Good pass. Outside set. Fairbanks swings. Dug down. Nebraska roll shot back. Rowe nearly falls. And great rescue by the setter. And a free ball over. Now Nebraska jack back. Krause. Kaboom! 22-13. Players are slipping. We need the ball girls out there with towels. UNO's Riley Marshall went down awkwardly. She's okay. Boy, with all this talent in this state, and UNO is going to be the beneficiary. And they're kind of the new Kansas State. Remember the old days? Kansas State would load up on Nebraskans that did not go to play for the Huskers. And then Iowa State for a while. Lexi's son is out there with a towel. And now she hands the towel over to UNO. They're doing it all. I mean, they're taking classes. They're going to practice. They're grabbing the towel. They're cleaning it up. They're grabbing
NIL
mops.
deals.
The NIL deals. Someone's doing the dishes. Someone's popping the pop. They open. Riley, Kaylin Myers got the keys. She opens up the Devaney. I mean, the whole thing. They take care of the whole deal. Here comes the serve from Lexi's son. Good pass. The slide. Riley Marshall. Roll shot. That doesn't go over the net. It goes into the net. 23-13 all Nebraska. This has kind of happened fairly quietly as the Huskers have taken control here in the second. We're probably going to be tied 1 set each going to the third. You got to do it all if you're going to play for Husker volleyball. Here comes the serve. Centeno out of Millard West. Decent pass left side. Rolls shot. Fairbanks blocked back. Great cover. Riley Marshall out of Fort Calhoun. Now UNO. Back row swing. Shayla McCormick. Scott Catholic alumna. Now outside set Nebraska. Kubik cross court in. Beautiful cross-court diagonal angle from Maddie. It's 24-13.
I have to give credit to Nicklin Hames. It's an out-of-system set. She kept Maddie 3 feet off the net, 3 feet inside of the pin, and put her right on the money, so she was able to take a nice swing there. Normally, those out-of-system sets can get a little too tight, and then you get blocked.
Set point chance number 1. Serve Kenzie Knuckles this side. Marshall off the block and out. Point UNO. 24-14 Big Red in the second, trying to tie this match up. The pep band is here. Presumably they don't have any Friday classes. 24-14. You got a good excuse if you're unavailable for this match in the pep band. You're in class. Pass by Alexi Sun. Outside attack. Kubik. Over dig and out. Point Nebraska. Out of Lincoln. 25-14 Huskers. Set 2. The Mavericks won the first. 25-16. We're going to the third. All tied up in sets at 1. And that was your Hy-Vee set point. Brought to you by Hy-Vee. Proud sponsor of the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Hy-Vee. Where there's a helpful smile in every aisle. Stay right there. We have a Nebraska Lottery scoreboard update from the Acres broadcast.
According to the Environmental Protection Agency. Also, by reducing meat in your diet, you're missing out on all sorts of beneficial nutrients like protein, iron, and zinc. This message is brought to you by Nebraska's corn and soybean farmers.
That is more like it. Nebraska able to win that second set. 25-14. Lauren, what was the difference?
Passing is always the difference, JB.
Served by UNO. We're underway in the third. Poor pass, Maddie Kubik. Pump set left. Lexi Sun. Diving dig. Claire Mountjoy. They're fabulous. Elkhorn alumna starting libero. Left side roll shot. Here come the Huskers. Left side tip shot. Lexi not this time. Jack back for Omaha and Sadie Lim back. Great up by Lexi Rodriguez. And a setter dump from Nicklin. No. Outside set to the black-clad UNO Mavs. And Mariah Buss fires it just long. 1-0 Big Red.
I also think the Huskers look like they're playing with a little more energy in the end of that second set, and then just playing the way that their offense works when they're in a 5-1 compared to a 6-2. Everything's just smoother in the 5-1, and there's not as many subs coming in and out, so everything works better in the 5-1.
Pass made by Fairbanks Beauty, and they guide it to their middle. Lakin Graves, who wants the ball more often, she slams it down, tied at 1. Lakin Graves, freshman, Menominee Falls, Wisconsin, same hometown as the great Simone Lee from Penn State. On the national team, not on the final Olympic roster, but what a player. Left side tip shot, Lexi Sun, not this time. McCormick with the dig, right side, swing the lefty, Sadie Lim back, 2-1 Omaha, she's trouble.
Callie Schwarzenbach was just late closing the block over to Lexi Sun, and when you leave a gap in the block against Limbach, she's going to take advantage of that, and she swung right between Lexi and Callie.
And again, Maddie Kubik the target, poor pass, and then a great rescue. Lexi Sun free ball over. Here come the black-clad UNO Mavs. Long shoot set to the middle, and Graves hits this time. We're tied at 2.
What will be interesting is, Nicklin's having to play 4 sets running a 5-1 right now, and then she's going to be playing in the match later tonight and then another match tomorrow. I mean, that's 3 matches in less than 24 hours. How's that ankle going to hold up, especially because they started in the 6-2 to try to rest her so she didn't have to run a 5-1 all 3 matches.
Serve goes Rachel Fairbanks. Again, the quick attack. Again, Lakin Graves. This time she's dug. Left side tip shot, Nebraska. Lexi Sun, no. Now UNO feeds right. Lim back off the dig and out. She's got another kill. Sadie Lim back, 6 feet. With a whip arm, 3-2 Mavs in the third. We're tied in sets at 1. Waverly, Missouri native. She was an all-Midwest region team last year. She is a senior, presumably with 1 more year if she'd like. UNO fans will be chanting next weekend, 1 more year. She is something else. Set left, Big Red. Krause. Big rip off the digging out. I guess Claire Mountjoy can't dig everything. 3-3 in the third. We're tied in sets.
And it is a wrist-away shot from Krause on the left side, so it's going cross-court. But it's such a sharp angle. That's why Mountjoy isn't able to get her body in front of it and keep it up on UNO's side of the net.
Boy, Lexi entered late set 1. Been a little bit of a different match since. Right side shot. Lim back. Nice up by Lexi. Fed left. Kubik in the front row. Fires no. Here come the Mavs. Fed left. Roll shot from Rachel Fairbanks. Not this time. Bump set Big Red. Right attack Krause. Block back covered. Bumped over to the left. Kubik. Block back covered. That's Lexi Rodriguez again. The Huskers again. Kubik tipping. It drops. It's time to tip. After all those big swings, finally Kubik said, I'm going to teardrop this baby. 4-3 Big Red in the third.
That's what you see from veteran players. They know when to mix up their shots, and when something doesn't work, they're going to try something else. And that's what Maddie did there. She got stuffed. She comes back and tips it right over the block and is able to find a kill.
Let the message be sent throughout the Summit League. UNO volleyball is for real. McCormick, not a great pass. Right side, Lim back, diagonal, great diving, dig Nicklin. Now Nebraska, right side, roll shot, Krause, no. Bump set UNO, right side, Lim back, tipping, not this time. Now the Big Red, out to the pin. No one in the middle gets to swing. Kubik, cross court, just long. Just a credit card long. It's 4-4, set 3, tied in sets.
Lindsay Krause has impressed me with her off-blocker defense. So when she's not blocking, she comes off to about the 10-foot line and picks up any tips or junk or roll shot that is either behind the block or in the middle of donut area, middle of the court area. And she's picked up 2 really tough tips.
Served by Centeno, the former Iowa State Cyclone. Middle swing, Schwarzenbach, dug by Centeno. Outside UNO, Fairbanks off the block and out. Hold everything. They're going to give the point to Nebraska. Off the block and out. And Daryl Padani, the chair official, pointed the wrong way. And now it's time for UNL to get ticked off. So here's what happened. Left side attack by Fairbanks. Blasted off the Husker block. It clearly landed wide. But then the chair official signaled Nebraska Lincoln's point. And UNO is about to pull a green card. And then the chair official changed his mind, said I just pointed the wrong way. Now John Cook's carrying around a green card. Both sides are threatening to use a green card. And now John Cook decides what the heck. It's his second green card here. Lauren, what do you think? 5-4 UNO. Looked out. Last touch by the Husker block. And we're going to get a review of this baby. And Krause has to touch it, and it lands very close. Worth a second look. You think this is a well-timed green card?
You know me, JB. I hate when green cards are used this early on in a set. I think you should save them for later in the match, later in the set, especially when the game's on the line. But here's what Coach Cook is going to say is he's going to say, Lindsay said it was in or it touched her foot. And, you have to go with what your players say and use the green card when they ask me to use it.
Well, here's a big opportunity because everyone has a podcast on every sort of topic. I mean, you got podcasts on the importance of oxygen. You got podcasts on, hey, gravity's working downward now. You got podcasts on anything, all right? How right-handers and left-handers have to get along. So there's podcasts on you name it. We're starting a podcast. The science of the green card.
I love it.
Greetings,
we should write
everybody.
a book as well.
Yep. Oh, of course. You got to have a book. You got to have supporting materials because people want to focus deep. And welcome, everybody, to this week's, we're going to be daily, but for now we're just starting out weekly on the science of the green card. Let me bring in the expert. Lauren, greetings. Start from the top. Job one, never use one early in a set. Am I right?
Yeah, I think it would probably only take one episode to talk about the do's and don'ts of green cards.
No. These podcasters, I'm telling you, they all think we have like 170-year life expectancies, all right? And I think they're all paid by the syllable. They will be labor. You name the topic. Oh, my goodness. I'm like, does everyone think I'm driving to Chicago? I mean, I don't have this kind of time. Anyway, apparently the floor official does. She's still reviewing this green card that Nebraska pulled out, and it's John Cook's second, and it's got to be definitive. Boy, I'm one of those rarities. I'm someone without a podcast. You are part of the majority. Tell us more about the great Cook Family podcast. When can we get the next one?
Well, it's now called, thanks to you, Kicking Back with the Cooks.
Hey, did I coin that?
You did.
One thing I neglected to mention, I trademarked it. No problem. I'll get you my legal counsel's contact information.
So it was Conversation with the Cooks. It's now Kicking Back with the Cooks, and it comes out once a month. And we just surprise drop it. I mean, we don't tell you when it's coming out. You just know it's coming out once each month. And sometimes it's the beginning of the month. Sometimes it's the end of the month.
A little unusual because Coach Cook likes things in order. He doesn't like mysteries. Meanwhile, no reversal, point UNO. Huskers have burned 2 green cards, lost them both. 5-4 Omaha, set outside to Rachel Fairbanks. She swings, dug by Maddie Kubik. Husker volleyball, right attack, and Krause gets stuffed. 6-4 Omaha. Kicking Back with the Cooks. That is a sweet name.
We even gave you credit, JB. If you listen to the episodes, you're in there.
I am a devoted listener. Right side swing, Lindsay Krause, dug. Now UNO, Rachel Fairbanks fires off the block. How is she having so much good fortune firing off of Krause and Callie Schwarzenbach's block and then carrying that ball off the block out of bounds for a Maverick point?
It's just our block has become undisciplined, not closing, and then hands are facing out of bounds. The ball's going off the hands and landing out of bounds.
Fast set to Kubik. She blasts it just long. Point Maverick. That's 8-4 UNO. And that, folks, is 5 straight Maverick points. Timeout Nebraska. 8-4 Mavs in the third. We are tied in sets at 1. Stay right there.
Passing doesn't look as strong. Attacking errors and some communication issues and undisciplined on the block. So it's I feel like things are starting to break down again, which is you just hate to see after they played so well in that second set.
These early starts, they have caused historic Husker struggles in the past. And UNO to serve. Here's Jaden Centeno. Millard West by way of Iowa State. Outside set Nebraska. Roll shot by Maddie Kubik. That's not going to work. Here comes the side. Riley Marshall out of bounds. He tried to avoid the Maddie Kubik block and fired it wide. Hold everything. They say the block touch. No, somebody's in the net for Nebraska. Either way, point Omaha. 9-4 Mavs in the third after the Husker timeout. Jaden Centeno fires that line drive serve. Lexi Sun pulls her setter off. Only choice outside. Kubik swings over dig. And now a joust at the net. And a free ball returned. Husker volleyball. Nicklin outside. Tip shot. Maddie Kubik. It falls. Most of Maddie's kills coming via the tip. 9-5. UNO in the third. We're tied in sets.
She's just taking that ball right over the block. It's landing inside the 10-foot line, and what's happening is UNO, is in that perimeter defense. So right back defender, left back defender, who are digging those balls that are right over the block. They're back up against the sidelines, and it's too far for them to get that tip up.
Allie Batenhorst serves. She's a serving specialist right now. And bad pass results in an outside set, and the attack lands in. Two Huskers backed away, thinking it would go long. It didn't. Point Mavs 10-5.
I think Lexi, who's playing middle back, she just read that wrong. She shifted over to her right. That ball landed on her left. And sometimes that happens when you're reading in middle back behind the block. You just shade over in the wrong direction.
Rachel Fairbanks, outside hitter, lands in Kansas. Long with that serve, 10-6.
Maybe I think we need to start a petition to stop having 11 a.m. matches. It should just be illegal to play before, 1 p.m. or 2 p.m. or whatever, 12 at noon. I mean, whatever set time you want to make it. But these early matches are I think they're tough on everyone.
This is how a movement begins. Outside, shot by Maria Buss, down. Lincoln Lutheran Warrior makes it 11-6. Omaha in the third, we're tied in sets.
Something to note, we're not seeing Lindsey Krause play all 6 rotations all the way around. Kayla Akana is actually back row for her right now, playing the 3 back row rotations. So coming in and serving, playing defense.
Riley Marshall serves for Omaha. Good pass. Lexi Rodriguez outside set. Kubik dug. Now Omaha back row swing. Fairbanks miss hit. Bottom of the net. Point Huskers 11-7. Omaha, you wonder how these two teams are going to recover. Omaha has to play again at 4. This feels like a doggone club tournament for them. You play a match, turn around, you got to play another match.
Yeah, they probably have enough time by the time this is over to get something to eat, and then they're right back on the court warming up.
Kenzie Knuckles checks in, the captain, a serving specialist in this rotation. They might set her. She sends it. Jaden Centeno, good pass. Left side tip shot. Good control block. Husker volleyball. Shot from the left. Pin Lexi, no. Now fed left by Omaha. Roll shot Mariah Buss. Here come the Huskers. Fed left. Lexi Sun towers over the block. Fires long, though. No touch. Point Omaha. 12-7 Mavs in the third. We're tied in sets.
Huskers attacking 100 in this set. 163 for the match, which is very low for them. Uncharacteristic. And then the Mavs, 250 in this set and 116 for the match.
Here comes the serve. Pass made by Akana. Set back row. Roll shot. Lexi Rodriguez. Then free balls it over. Right side swing. Block back covered. Again, UNO can only feed it to the Huskers. Outside set Lexi Sun. Nearly down diving dig by Claire Montjoy. And no one can play the second touch. Point Big Red. 12-8 Mavs.
Lexi just hit an off-speed shot there in between 2 Mav players, and they just weren't able to communicate and get that ball up. But sometimes that's all it takes is just an off-speed shot. You don't need to bring a lot of heat, but if you hit it in the right spots, that ball's going to go down.
Here comes one of the ball boys. Most of the helpers are girls, but we're short-staffed. They're in school right now. 12-8 Mavs here in the third. Served by Lexi Rodriguez. Decent pass. And then Mariah Buss gets it back, blasts away. Good up by Lexi Rodriguez. And no one wants to play the second ball. Where was the setter on that one? 13-8 Omaha.
That is a great question, but another communication error. There's just, and we saw that happen last weekend too, where, someone plays the first ball and setter's nowhere to be found, or a setter plays the first ball and no one's stepping in to set that second ball.
Shayla McCormick serves. She's out of Omaha Scott. Nebraska, good pass, outside set. That's a fast set. Lexi Sun benefits, blasting it off the block and out. 13-9. Omaha, set 3. We're tied in sets.
And I kind of expect those communication errors this early on in the season. I mean, they iron themselves out and work themselves out as the season goes on, but at the beginning of every season, you always see a few of those.
You never want to peak in early September. Service error, Nicklin Hames out of bounds, 14-9. That's her third service error. She's dusting off the cobwebs.
She's a veteran, though. I mean, she needs to find a way to keep her serves in, and I think it's inexcusable for her to be missing 3 serves.
Montjoy serves. Kenzie Knuckles, who stays in there. Left side roll shot from Krause. No. Now the Mavs, quick attack in the middle. Riley Marshall, good block touch, but no one able to get there in time for the second. Point Omaha, 15-9 Mavs. They're threatening to take a 2-1 advantage. Coach Cook bringing in a sub. Let's see whom. That's Allie Batenhorst for Lindsey Krause. Whitney Lauenstein. Whitney Lauenstein, who's about an inch shorter than Allie Batenhorst. I mean, Allie's a solid 6'3", 6'3.5", and Whitney only 6'2" or so. Here comes the pass by Alexi Rodriguez. Jack back, swing by Lexi Sun. Kaboom! To her left, sharp angle. It drops. 15-10 Mavs. Here they come.
I think we're going to have to ask Coach Cook about this in postgame, JB, but maybe moving Lexi Sun on the right and Lindsey Krause on the left. I feel like Lexi's had more success on the right today and Lindsey's had more success on the left. Maybe that's a switch that's made before tonight's match. I got to give you a warning. Every time you make a suggestion to the coach, he's already thought about it about 2 months ago. But it's worth mentioning. I should know that. I know. Served by Lexi Sun. Pass made by Fairbanks. Then she attacks from the left dug. Huskers have it. Down the line, Lowenstein block. Back, it lands in. The Huskers let it drop, and it just hit the edge of the sideline. No argument. 16-10 Mavs. And I think why everyone just looked at that ball, I think they thought it was going out of bounds, so they were just letting it go, and that's why no one made a pursuit in order to keep that ball up. But sometimes it's when it's close like that, you just need to make the move to play it. Jaden Centeno, Lexi Sun the pass, quick attack. Callie Schwarzenbach dig travels backwards. Mountjoy will get there in time. Here comes a free ball. Now Nebraska down 6 with the volleyball outside. Kubik roll shots into the donut, not this time. Great up, quick attack in the middle. Marshall tries to flip it to the deep corner, and a good up by Lexi Sun. Left side swing, Kubik. Now a joust at the net, and Nebraska owns it. Set to the back row, the first back row attack, Lexi Sun. Kaboom! She puts a dent in the Devaney deck. It's 16-11. UNO in the third. We're tied in sets. There was no block up on the Mavs side of the net because that was you're right, JB, that was the first time Nicklin went to Lexi out of the back row. So UNO was not expecting it. They were committing on Maddie on the outside, thinking Nicklin was going to set out there, and that left Lexi up with no one. Batenhorst serves McCormick. Good pass by McCormick for UNO. Set left, and a tip shot. Fairbanks off the Lauenstein block and out. The senior tools the freshman from Nebraska at 17-11. And when you're undisciplined on the block, that's when that tip's going to go into your hands and land out of bounds. So you have to, Whitney needs to be disciplined there, turn her hands to face the inside of the court. That way that tip's going off her hands and landing on UNO's side of the net instead of out of bounds. Served just long by Fairbanks. I'm trying to diagnose UNO. You got a great returning outside hitter in Fairbanks. You got an amazing right side hitter in Sadie Limback. Then Mariah Buss arrives from Wichita State. She's the former Nebraska State Player of the Year. You got a really solid middle in Marshall. You got a really solid setter in Sammy Clarkson, and the libero. Mountjoy is something else. They are solid top to bottom. Middle back swing. Fairbanks blasted through the Kaylin Meyer block. 18-12 UNO, folks. This could become a UNO
2-1 lead. Right now we're tied in sets. Mavs last week swept by Iowa State, opening match of the year. Then the Mavs swept Drake easily. Drake got no more than 17 points in any one of those sets. Long shoot set to Maddie Kubik, blasted off the block and out, 18-13. Crowd needs to awaken right here. I think the crowd is affected by the early start.
How about this, JB? I'm looking over the stats right now. Maddie Kubik, 13 kills, only 2 errors on 27 attempts, hitting .407. She's been a quiet presence. That surprised me.
Had a lot of swings. Served by Kenzie Knuckles. Perfect pass, UNO. Left side, Mariah Buss hits the antenna off of the block. Off of the block, point UNO. 19-13 Mavs, set 3, tied in sets.
Our block continues to be undisciplined, not sealing over the net, just straight up and down, not closing the block, some communication issues, and that's causing a lot of these UNO attacks to go through and land on Nebraska's side of the net.
Good pass, Kenzie Knuckles, the slide. Oh, a thing of beauty. Vintage Nebraska. Nicklin Hames, Kaylin Meyer, 19-14 UNO.
That's Kaylin Meyer's 5th set, so she has not received a lot of attempts, and that's her first kill.
No Kayla Caffey thus far. Remember, she's hitting better than 600. Served by Alexi Rodriguez. Pass made Fairbanks. Fed left for UNO. And Buss fires it off the block and out. They just keep tooling Nebraska's right side block. They're going after Nicklin Hames. 20-14 UNO.
That's been a theme for this entire match, is if Nicklin's blocking in the front row, UNO's setting their outsides and they're matched up against her and trying to hit over her or around her.
McCormick serves. Whew. Just long. If I'm UNO, I pull a green card on that one, because this is a pivotal moment. 2015 Mavs. UNO with all 3 of their green cards left. Huskers have burned 2, 1 to go. 2015 Mavs were tied in sets. No green card for Matt Buttermore. Third-year head coach, grew up here in Lincoln. Served by Nicklin. Decent pass. Jack back, right side, Sim back. Big whip arm over dig. Joust. And the Huskers free ball it. No, they bump it over to the right. Tip shot by Krause. Way too high. Now, UNO on basically a free ball. Attacks out of bounds. Lakin Graves fires it way wide. She was searching for hands. Missed them. 2016 Mavs.
Did that Kenzie Knuckles, Lexi Rodriguez kind of remind you of another duo?
I'm thinking. Ani Albright and
yes, Justine.
Nice.
Or no, Kenzie.
Kenzie Maloney, right side tip shot, limb back, not down, diving dig by Krause. Now a free ball over. Maverick ball, they're up 4. Shot in the middle and a kill for Lakin Graves. 21-16 Mavs. They're 4 away from winning this third set. For the moment, tied in sets at 1. So here's Mountjoy. Claire Mountjoy, Elkhorn Antler. Serves, trinkles the twine. Nice pass, Kenzie. Jack back, right attack. Lexi, miss hit. 22-16 Mavs. Timeout, Huskers. Mavs on a mission. Tied in sets at 1. 22-16 Omaha. Here in the third, Georgia defeated Arizona State in 5 earlier this morning. You're listening to the Huskers Sports Network.
When you're ready to pursue a career-building college degree, go with the school you know and trust, the University of Nebraska. And if you need the flexibility, convenience, and affordability of an online degree program, you can go online with the University of Nebraska. With courses developed specifically for the online learner by our 4 regionally accredited NU campuses, it's a valuable online education for your very real-world future. Go to online.nebraska.edu to learn more.
22-16, Omaha's Mavericks over Nebraska's Huskers in the third. We are tied in sets at 1. You know, Lauren Cook-West and Adam Dowdy at the dials this afternoon. My name, John Baylor. You can download the Runza mobile app today. Create an account and start earning rewards. Do something smart with your smartphone. Runza. Make it all better. And big hits this afternoon brought to you by NCPA. Oh, that was quite a hit. They're going to need a chiropractor. To find a chiropractic physician in Nebraska, visit nebraskachiropractic.org.
Looking over the stats, Maddie Kubik has the hot hand for the Huskers, hitting .407. Then right behind her, it's kind of a mess between players. Lexi Sun at 174, Lindsey Krause at 136, Callie Schwarzenbach at 200, and then you have Allie Batenhorst, who we haven't seen in a while. She's hitting negative, and overall the Huskers are hitting 111 in this set.
Good pass, Kenzie Knuckles, right side swing. Lexi Sun blocked back, great cover, but it's a free ball. Maverick volleyball. Marshall in the middle, fires no. Now outside swing, Krause out of bounds, no touch. Point Mavericks, it's 23-16 UNO. Three straight Maverick points. Serve goes to Kenzie. Decent pass outside, and Krause swings. Nice up by Mountjoy. Back set right side, Simback kill. 24-16 Mavericks.
This has happened a few times, but Limback is one-on-one over on the right side, and it's our middles. I know it was in the game plan that they're supposed to commit on her and get two blockers up.
Good pass, Kenzie. Attack in the middle. Callie Schwarzenbach out of bounds. Point UNO, 25-16 in the third. Mavericks winning the last 5 points. And we're going to the fourth. UNO won the first and third sets. And UNO looking for answers. Come back for the fourth. You're listening to Big Red Volleyball.
Summer's winding down, and soon you'll be back in the gym, sweating through hitting drills, getting ready for your best season yet. So let Shields help you get ready. We've got the hottest styles from Nike, Mizuno, Asics, and Adidas, and all the braces, knee pads, and training aids you could need. Volleyball prep starts now. Why wait? Shields, in-store and online at shields.com.
Nebraska just hitting 1-3-2. That's about half of their hitting percentage from the spring, and thus behind 2-1. The Huskers have to win this set to force a fifth against plucky, confident, spirited UNO. Here comes Kayla Caffey to the rescue.
And I was just thinking, thank goodness Kayla Caffey is back in there. I mean, hitting .638, she can provide hopefully a spark to this offense.
Serve from Nicklin Hames. Pass made Centeno for UNO. Outside set, Bus swings. Block back covered again. Bus left pin tipping. And it blocked by Kayla Caffey. Lindsey Krause, 1-0 Nebraska. Nicklin serves. Huskers won a two-setter offense. Set one didn't work. It's been all Nicklin since setting. And UNO's gone after her, attacking when she's in the front row. Good pass, Centeno. The target, left side Bus. Good control block. Krause then gets it back. Fires right pin. Kaboom! Wow. That's a big arm. 2-0.
Finally, we get an attack with some heat on it, and I feel like in that last set there were just a lot of tips, a lot of roll shots, a lot of off-speed shots, and no one was really putting heat on their attacks, and finally we get someone to just go up and bang a ball.
Nicklin floats it over past Centeno. She's been up to that task. Left side swing. Bus blocked! Krause, Kayla Caffey. 3-0 Nebraska in the fourth. 2-1 in sets UNO.
Finally, a disciplined block. I mean, there were so many times in that last set we were getting used. Finally, Lindsey makes an adjustment, seals over. Her hands are facing inside the court, and she gets a big stuff there.
Float serve short. Nice pass, Centeno. Outside set bus tipping this one. Huskers control it. Back row free ball from Rodriguez. Here come the Mavs. Jack back the slide and a kill. Lakin Graves, the middle. 3-1 Big Red, set 4.
And it's hard to tell, but Nicklin Hames just doesn't look like she's playing at 100%. So you just wonder, is she in pain with her ankle? Is she still favoring it a little bit? And how much is that affecting her play today?
Tough pass, decent set. Shut Krause, not down. UNO on those black tops, right side swing. Sadie Limbach, impressive again. 3-2. Nebraska in the fourth. Got to win this set to force a fifth. Limbach, 10 kills. Fairbanks, 12 kills. They've done the most damage. Serve from the center. Good pass, Kubik. Jack back right side. Lexi Sun, no blockers. Where were they? 4-2 Nebraska.
And what's happening is Nicklin's setting the outsides often. So you see UNO, their middles are shading over to their right to get a double block up on Nebraska's outsides because they're getting the majority of the sets. And there, Nicklin hopefully saw that, and that's why she went back to Lexi on the right.
Serve by Lexi. Good pass. That's set, though. It's tight to the net. Karam's off the twine and drops at the UNO shoot tops. Point Big Red, 5-2 Nebraska. Huskers trailing in sets 2-1 to unranked UNO. Line drive serve. Lexi twinkles the twine. Decent pass by Buss. Gets it back. The big right-hander from the left side. Cross-court Doug. Jack back. Swing by Krause. And that falls. 6-2 Big Red. Got to win this set to force a fifth.
Our right side attack is working when whoever is attacking on the right side is utilizing a wrist-away shot. So taking that ball, trying to take that ball down the line to that deep right back corner. That's Lexi just got a kill there. Lindsay just tried to do that and got a kill.
Serve to Fairbanks. Quick attack in the middle. Doug. Nebraska's got it. Keela Caffey with her left hand. Tips it. Fooled everybody, including herself. 7-2. Timeout Mavs. Here they come. Nebraska down 2-1. Quick start, set 4. 7-2 Big Red on the Huskers Radio Network.
Wait, timeout, Mom. Instead of using ketchup on your hot dog, pour on some of this Dorothy Lynch. Good, huh?
Yeah, talk about serving up an ace.
Did you see that? She spiked it.
Yes. Am I going to be watching you play for the Huskers someday?
How about you get me some more pizza, and then we talk about it.
Share the tradition of one-of-a-kind flavor that goes with anything. Game day or any day. Dorothy Lynch. Endless flavorabilities.
UNL UNO. 7-2 Big Red, set 4, but the Mavs won sets 1 and 3 under third-year head coach Matt Buttermore, Laura Pilikowski's husband. They have 2 kids. And Laura, of course, the great Husker, was for 8 years a strength and conditioning coach here, and now strength and conditioning coach at UNO, so they're in really good hands. 7-2 Big Red, set number 4. Got to have this set to force a fifth. So a humbling early afternoon for Nebraska and a lot of work to get to the fifth.
Looking over the stats, Huskers are hitting 800 in this set, 162 for the match, though. Mavs negative 100 in this set, 131 on the match. So Nebraska is holding UNO below 150. That's normally where they hold opponents at 150 or less. So they're doing a good job with defense. Offense is just where they need to get it going, only hitting 162. Remember, their goal is to hit 300.
Lexi serves Mariah Buss, and for the second time she breaks down in this match, passing a Husker serve. 8-2 Big Red in the fourth. That's 2 aces now for Nebraska against 5 errors. The Mavs with 4 aces and 6 errors. And Buss gets subbed out. For the first time, we get a look at McKenna Ruck former Millard North Mustang, 6'2", back row specialist. She's trying to find a spot in the front row, but with Mariah Buss transferring from Wichita State, not a lot of spots. That serve just long. 8-3 now, Nebraska. That Husker ace is brought to you by Nebraska's corn and soybean farmers. Here's Shayla McCormick at Omaha Scott High School. Lindsey Krause, high school teammate, 4 titles they helped win. Quick attack. Caffey swings. Doug now right side. This time Limback is Doug Rodriguez. Back row roll. Whistle. Back row attack against Lexi Sun. Her foot was on the 10-foot line. 8-4. Omaha in the fourth. Up 2-1. That's right. UNO up 2-1. But UNL leading in the fourth. 8-4. Pass by Alexi. Jack back. Right side. Krause. Roll shot and nearly to the donut. Beautiful save by Fairbanks for a UNO. Right side tip shot. Krause not down. Free ball again. Huskers own it. Set left. Kubik off the block. Not down. Again, UNL. Limback's going to tip this one. No. Here come the Huskers. Fed left. Kubik roll shot down the line wide. Point Mavericks. 8-5 Huskers in the fourth.
Nebraska's losing a lot of these long rallies, and it's UNO's just really scrappy on their side of the net, keeping the ball alive, and Nebraska's getting some free ball opportunities and not able to execute, and then ultimately losing those long rallies.
John Cook burns a timeout. He's clearly unhappy. Stick around after this one, a post-match conversation with the head coach, John Cook. This one started late and is taking a long time.
And because of that, everything's going to be pushed back, so the Huskers won't have as much downtime in between their two matches. They're probably just going to be eating, scouting, and then turning around and warming back up and playing.
Right side tip shot, Krause not down. Limback with the up. Left side swing. Fairbanks, big block. Lindsey Krause, Kayla Caffey. Huge Husker point. 9-5, Big Red set 4. Got to win this set.
It's amazing, Kayla Caffey's only a middle and she's only in there for 3 rotations, but she's making the biggest difference for this team right now from a blocking standpoint and an offensive standpoint.
Allie Batenhorst checks in. She's a serving specialist. She bedevils the Huskers in practice with that serve. This time she gets passed by Claire Mountjoy. Right side, Limbach, Doug. Nebraska back set right side. Krause, no blocker. Point Big Red, 10-5.
That's great eyesight by Nicklin Hames. She's using her peripheral vision to, again, see that UNO keeps shading their middles to our outsides, so getting a double block up on our outsides, leaving our right sides and middles one-on-one. So great job by Nicklin to see that.
Batenhorst serves. Mountjoy, good pass. Right side, Limback, good block touch. Dug by Nicklin. Huskers own it. Batenhorst bumps over to the back right. Roll shot. Krause, no. Now the Mavericks down 5 with the ball. Right side, Limback, cross court. Nicklin with a great up. Bump set to the back row and a free ball across from Maddie Kubik. Again, the Mavs. Again, left side, Rachel Fairbanks. Not this time for the junior. Now the Huskers jack back. Krause! Good control block by Fairbanks. She gets it back on the left. Blasts it cross court. And Kubik unable to get it to a teammate. Point Mavericks 10-6. Big Red set 4. Have to win this set to force a 5th.
That's a play where if Allie Batenhorst just communicated with Maddie Kubik, I'm there. Maddie's not reaching for that ball. Allie's easily able to play it up, and the Huskers probably stay alive in that rally.
We're short-staffed due to the school time start for this one, and the Towel girls have been busy. Again right there. 10-6 Big Red. Serve goes to Kubik. Perfect pass. Right side. And Krause brings the heat. 11-6. That's a big one.
Here's a solution for our lack of towel girls, JB, due to school.
Yes.
Just offer to some UNL students who couldn't get tickets when they first came out, because they sold out, I think, within like 20 minutes. Say, hey, if you're a UNL student, get into the game free as long as you wipe up the floors.
I love it. Just going to Love Library right now. That place is probably packed. Bumps that left. Tip shot by Fairbanks. And that drops a teardrop. And it's 11-7 Big Red in the fourth.
Both teams are playing perimeter defense, so both teams have openings right over the block. If you tip there, it's most likely going down.
Here comes the serve, set or dump. Pass made, or attack made by Nicklin Hames. She gets dug and fed left. Rachel Fairbanks fires it off the dig and out. 11-8 Nebraska. Set number 4, down 2 sets 1. UNO trying to win this in 4. Jaden Centeno, Iowa State transfer by way of Millard West. Set left, tip shot, Kubik, and pancake by Centeno, and a late whistle. That did hit the floor. Point Huskers, 12-8. Set 4. Kenzie Knuckles back in to serve for Maddie Kubik. (12-8) Nebraska. Trying to stave off UNO. The Mavs beat the Huskers in 1986. It's been a while. Good pass, Centeno. Set left, Fairbanks, and the Huskers punch it near, and then Kelly Schwarzenbach tips it home. UNO wanted a carry on Schwarzenbach. Won't get the call. That ball was hanging around the net, suspended in the air, and Kelly reached up and swatted it home. 13-8. That was big. Huskers need this set to force a fifth. The earlier match went 5, won by Georgia over Arizona State. Bad pass, Mountjoy. Pulls her setter off. Back row roll shot. And the Huskers can only free ball it over. Here come the Mavs down the line. Fairbanks misses the block she was aiming for. Out of bounds. 14-8 Nebraska.
Going back to that Callie Schwarzenbach, Lexi Sun, block and save at the net and sending it back over. Nebraska actually did something interesting, JB. They switched Lexi Sun and Nicklin Hames. So Nicklin Hames was blocking on the left. Lexi Sun was blocking on the right. And sometimes the Huskers will do that just to put a bigger block up on the opposing team's outside. So very interesting move by the Huskers there.
It can be tougher to set your right side. It's easier to set your left side. So get put your bigger blocker over there. Nebraska's got a 6-point lead. Matt Buttimore's seen enough. Timeout, Mavericks. We're in the fourth. The Mavs are up 2 sets 1. It's Big Red Volleyball.
From vintage sneakers to bacon-scented soap to water fountains for your pet, all can be had with a few simple clicks. Problem is, you never really know what you're going to get until they show up at your door. Introducing Ford Blue Advantage. It's used car buying that's built for you. Not only can you shop for used vehicles online, in person, or both, you can also test drive before you buy, so you know exactly what you're getting. Plus, get history reports, vehicle inspections, Ford warranties, and the expertise of factory-trained techs. Visit FordBlueAdvantage.com today.
Here is a before winter to-do list from J-Tech Construction. Let's start with windows. Triple pane window technology has saved homeowners countless dollars on heating and cooling bills. Siding serves a crucially important purpose, protecting your home and insulating it from adverse weather conditions. And don't forget about your roof. Designing your roof should be simple and painless, and J-Tech offers several payment plan options. One more thing on your to-do list, call J-Tech Construction, the official exterior experts of the Huskers.
Set number 4. Whew! Not a capacity throng. I think some folks had lunch break, but that's about it. They had to head back to work. So we've got an early departing crowd. It kind of feels like Dodger Stadium here. Everyone's gone by the middle of the 7th.
Hey, Chavez Ravine, or what is that called?
Chavez Ravine.
I've been there, JB. You'd be so proud.
Nice work. Outside set. Fairbanks block back. Whitney Lauenstein just came in. There's no setter out there. As the diminutive Nicklin Hames has been pulled. Lauenstein with a big block, and it's 15-8 Big Red in the fourth.
I think this is good. Give Nicklin a rest. Let her, take some time over on the bench and put in a bigger block. It's a win-win.
Serve goes to UNO. Good pass. Middle swing. Riley Marshall out of bounds. Point Nebraska 16-8. With the Dodgers reference. Chavez Ravine reminds me of the great Vin Scully. Vin Scully, most games, not all, would describe a pewter sky. A pewter sky above Chavez Ravine. Here comes the serve. Pass made to Centeno. Pulls her setter off. Only choice outside. Fairbanks roll shots. Here come the Big Red. Bumped over to the left. Lexi Sun. Not this time. Down by 8. UNO ball. They pop it over. Easy play for the Huskers. Kayla is your setter. A shot from the left. Lexi Sun. Kayla Akana is setting for Nebraska. It's 17-8.
And she has great hands. I mean, she's actually a really good setter, puts the ball right in the money. I think she kind of sets it like a beach player. It's almost a deep dish. It kind of goes in and out of her hands really smoothly. She holds on to it for an extra second, and I think that's an attribute to how much sand volleyball she's played. Makes her a good setter.
In Hawaii, you're out there all the doggone time. Near ace for Nebraska's Lexi Sun. Bump pass, Kenzie Knuckles, bump pass. Nebraska attacks in the middle. Block back, covered again. Lexi Sun to the donut. We might see a green card here from UNO. The question becomes, did that Lexi Sun kill, clear the net, and hit the block, or go into the net, come back, and then 4 hits? Yep, Matt Buttermore is searching for the green card. You got to have the green card. You can't ask for the instant replay review. You got to show the green card. You know, words alone are not sufficient. You have to grab the green card, show it to the floor official, and only then will she listen to you and go to the videotape. 18-8 Nebraska. If this gets reversed, 17-9 in the fourth. Huskers win this set. We're going 5, Lauren Cook-West.
I think that could be a good thing. You know, it's good to play a 5-setter early on. It's probably going to happen once conference play rolls around, or even within the next few weeks against some of these teams like Stanford and Louisville and Creighton. So this actually may be a positive. I'm putting it in a positive spin, but this could be a good thing if we potentially go 5.
Stanford at home Tuesday night defeated Florida. And we go to Stanford a week from Tuesday. There's something about Tuesday nights in Palo Alto in the month of September. They don't start school till later, so they don't know what day of the week it is. In the words of Grandma Crawley, what is a weekend? But Stanford has a little Down Abbey reference. Little Down Abbey. Little Down Abbey reference there. 18-8 Nebraska. Sometimes I stretch, but during a green card, you've got time. You got time to stretch. And there is a reversal. There is a reversal point for UNO, and it's 17-9. Big Red in the fourth. If the Huskers win this set, we're going to 5. That's the way to do it if you're a chair official. If you're not sure, let them play on. And then someone will give you a green card, and then you can make sure. And that attack by Nebraska's Lexi Sun did not clear the net. It came right back. Never touched the block. UNO's point. Served by Rachel Fairbanks, the junior. Good pass, Kayla Akana. The slide. Callie Schwarzenbach off the block and out. Schwarzenbach showing a lot of power this fall. 18-9 Big Red.
And normally when she runs the slide, you see her hit cross-court, cross-body. But there, she took that slide wrist away down the line. I mean, I think that may be the first time I've ever seen her hit that shot. So her attacking range has opened up, and that's a very good place shot by her.
Serve Lexi Rodriguez, left side roll shot. Maria Buss not down. Huskers up 9 with the ball. Tip shot, Kayla Caffey, no. Now a shot back by the middle, Riley Marshall for UNO. Off the block and out. Point Mavericks. They're not going away. 18-10 Huskers in the fourth, trying to force a set 5.
Good news is our side-out percentage has gone up. We're now at 56%. We were at 50. But remember, it needs to be closer to 65%. That's the goal.
Served by Marshall, guided by Kayla. Right to her setter, Nicklin. Left side attack, Lexi Sun, not down. Boy, UNO can dig. Left side swing, Buss. Off the top of the net and out. They say the block touched it. No argument by Nebraska. 18-11. And the fans do not like it, but John Cook's got 1 card left. And that attack was for McKenna Ruck out of Millard North, not Mariah Buss. And that's served by Marshall out of bounds. 19-11.
Do you still get an
8-6 to go. Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to just ask, do you still get another green card in that 5th set?
Correct. So Coach Cook with just one more this set. And then
this set, and then he would get another one.
Yep. And Omaha with 2 more this set, but Coach did not use it there. There's the slide for Lakin Graves. She deals it to the Husker deck. 19-12. Big Red, set 4. Got to win this set. So here's their fine setter, Sammy Clarkson out of Omaha Concordia High School. She serves, good pass, quick attack. That's Kayla Caffey for Nebraska. Doug. Now the Mavs, right side, Limback. Nice up by Alexi Rodriguez. Set in the middle. Caffey might have carried it. No call. Point Big Red. 20-12. That set was behind her.
I think behind her and just maybe a little too high, which normally Nicklin misses low when she's setting the middles, but I think it was just a little too high behind her head. And luckily, though, Kayla is such an experienced player that she knows what to do with it and how to get a kill in those tough situations.
Lexi serves back left. That's a bad pass. Service ace, Nebraska. 21-12 Huskers. Husker Aces are brought to you by Nebraska's corn and soybean farmers. Huskers have a target, and that's McKenna Ruck out of Millard North. Just a sophomore in 6'2". She's targeted again. This time, perfect pass. Wow. Right side, Limback blocked. Maddie Kubik, 22-12. Nebraska by 10.
Finally, we get a block against Limbach. It's a great close by Kayla Caffey, getting all the way shoulder to shoulder with Maddie Kubik, and then Maddie just reaching in and taking away that cross-court shot that Limbach likes to hit.
10 Husker blocks, 8 for UNO. Served by Alexi Sun. Fairbanks guides it to her setter. Quick attack and down. Lakin Graves. 22-13. Big Red in the 4th. Huskers win this set. We're going to 5. Going to 5 at the Devaney. Shayla McCormick, Omaha Scott dribbles, jogs to the end line, serves into the net. 23-13 Nebraska. McCormick's been impressive and quietly over there. She's gone nearly the entire match in the back row. She's got 14 digs, but that was a service error. The 8th for UNO. Nebraska has 6. 4 aces for UNO, and Nebraska's got 3. Here's Allie Batenhorst. 23-13, 2 to go here in the 4th. The force of 5th, right side, Limback, Doug. Great up by Lexi Sun. Fed left, Kubik, firing away. Good up by McCormick. Bumped over to the left, and a big rip by Fairbanks. Block back. Lindsey Krause. Nebraska's got 11 blocks. 24-13. Big Red. Batenhorst scalps to the end line, fires it across. Bad pass, Mountjoy. Amazing one-hand horizontal set. Now a shot, Doug. Big Red owns it. And there's Krause.
First few sets, she was putting her attackers in situations where they had 2 blockers up in their face, and it was tough for them to hit around the block.
This is the first set 5 for either school this year. Set 5. Golden opportunity for the Mavericks to shock the volleyball world right here. Nicklin Haynes sends the serve. Pass made by Fairbanks. Set goes to the middle. For the first time today, Limback fires in the middle. Doug, left side swing. Lexi Sun out of bounds. 1-0 Mavs. Boy, Lexi's got extra leverage, extra power this year, but just too sharp an angle. Just missed. Shayla McCormick plays 3 back row positions and in rotations for Omaha. Good pass, quick attack. Kayla Caffey down. We're tied at 1 in the 5th.
Kayla Caffey, 2 kills. I mean, she only has 6 attempts, but hitting .333, and I think she's the player, she's going to be consistent attacking. She's the player you have to get the ball to.
And even if you don't, she's such a presence. She's drawing a crowd and opening up opportunities for the pin hitters. Good serve by Alexi. Right side tip shot. Lindback. Great up by Alexi Rodriguez. Pull out the spatula. What a pancake. Tipped over. Here come the Mavs. Outside roll shot. Fairbanks. Another pancake. Bring out another spatula. Roll shot. Again, the Mavs right side. Lindback tipping. Block back. And free ball over. Husker volleyball whistle. Double touch on UNO. Couple spatula specials. That's 2-1 Big Red in the fifth.
The defensive effort from both sides, both teams, has just been unreal today. I mean, it's tough to get an attack down with how good Omaha and Nebraska have been playing defense.
Service error, Lexi's son, and she claps her hands together. She's not happy. 2-2 in the fifth.
You just can't afford to have a service error in the fifth set. It's because you're only playing to 15. I mean, it's just so important to keep those serves in.
Mountjoy serves Big Red. Good pass, Lexi Rodriguez. Left side. Kubik off the dig it out. 3-2 Nebraska in the fifth. 3-2. Big Red set 5.
I feel like the Huskers are just playing with a little more energy. I mean, each attack has had a little more pace on it than we saw in previous sets, and you just wonder where this was at. You know, set 2, set 1, set 3.
Line drive serve, Rodriguez, bad pass by Fairbanks, gets it back, left pin, big rip, good block touch. Husker volleyball up 1 in the fifth, outside Kubik, good ricochet, and McCormick unable to bring it back. Big Red by 2, 4-2 set 5.
And that's another shot to the deep right back corner, and remember, either corner is available, deep right back, deep left back, because of the defensive rotation that UNO is in, and our pin attackers went away from attacking those corners, but looks like we're back.
Fairbanks gets a low set and gets blocked. Left side swing, Rachel Fairbanks runs into about 13 feet of combined Husker humanity. It's 5-2 Nebraska, set 5, timeout Omaha. We're in the fifth. Devani Delirium, and you're listening to the Huskers Radio Network.
From the University of Nebraska-Lincoln, I'm journalism student Grace Fitzgibbon with Campus News. On May 7th and 8th, Nebraska celebrated its largest May graduating class in university history. 3,594 degrees were awarded to Nebraska graduates in ceremonies at Pinnacle Bank Arena and Memorial Stadium. Along with receiving their diplomas, graduates also heard inspiring speeches from notable Nebraskans, including legendary coach Tom Osborne.
Nebraska 5, Omaha 2, set 5. Lauren Cook West. This will pay dividends regardless of the outcome. But the Huskers have been staring at a deficit for most of 2 sets and part of another, and now find themselves in a match closer than LA traffic. Still 10 points to go as UNO tries to beat the Huskers in volleyball for the first time since 1986.
I love how our broadcast has so many LA references today. I mean, Dodger Stadium, LA traffic. We're talking about Stanford. I guess that's California.
I mean, that state needs a break right now. You need an oxygen mask to breathe if you're up in Northern California. So our thoughts to everybody out there. And yes, they've gotten a little bit of love on the broadcast today. 5-2 Big Red set 5.
I still want to know who Grandma Crawley is. Does she have something to do with California?
Nope, England. Left side shot off the block and hold everything. Fairbanks into the antenna. Suddenly Rachel Fairbanks fallible. She's made a couple attack errors in the fifth. It's 6-2 Nebraska set 5. But don't tell me Omaha is going to let go in this one. There's a Terry Pettit phrase. You can't let go. This thing is still very much in the balance. Nice pass by Fairbanks. Jack back, right side tip shot. Lim back down. Yep, they're still in it. 6-3, Big Red set 5.
Lexi Rodriguez read that well. She saw that Limback was going to tip right over the block, and she was there. She just wasn't able to get underneath that ball in time.
6-3, Huskers set 5. Jaden Centeno Sends it over. Oh, not a great pass, but it was a great serve. Right side free ball. Here come the Mavs. Only down 3 in the fifth. They run the slide, and that shot's long. Just long from Marshall. The big middle out of Fort Calhoun. 7-3 Big Red.
Suddenly, UNO is starting to make a lot of errors, and we didn't see that those first few sets, and suddenly those errors are starting to pile up, really hurting them.
8 to go. Kayla Akana, what a nice pass by Centeno, but it results in a free ball because I guess that pass was a little quick. Tough for the setter to get her feet under it. And so the set came a little quick from Clarkson over to the left. Point Big Red, 8-3. Now normally you'd switch sides right here. We play on, no break. 8-3 in the fifth. Huskers line drive serve. Twinkles the twine. Perfect pass. Centeno outside. Roll shot down. Boy, they can ball handle. Fairbanks with the kill. 8-4.
I think an area where the Huskers need to improve is when it comes to defense. And Nebraska is a very solid defensive team, but just picking up tips and roll shots. And sometimes our defenders get caught back on their heels and they're not ready to make those moves forward.
Fairbanks line drive serve, not a good pass. Lexi Sun gets it back, roll shots it. UNO down 4 in the fifth with the volleyball outside. Cross court swing from Ruck. Now the Big Red back row roll shot from Lexi. It drops. Lexi Sun gives Nebraska a 9-4 lead in the fifth. Huskers trying to avert disaster at home against UNO. The pride of the Summit League, preseason pick to finish third after this one. Switch that to first or second. Boy, I want to watch that South Dakota UNO match. Sammy Slaughter against these Mavs. 9-4 Huskers, 6 left. Still a lot of wood to chop. No setter. Got 3 big blockers for Nebraska. Kenzie Knuckles floats it. Fairbanks to her knees, good pass left side. Ruck fires, block back covered, but no one wants to play the second ball. They finally do. It results in a free ball, and then a free ball drops. McKenna Ruck gets credit for the kill. What happened there for Nebraska? 9-5 Big Red in the fifth.
Well, it's a free ball, and since Kayla Akana is the setter, she transitioned up to the net, which left that right back area open. So what either needs to happen is Whitney Lowenstein, who's on the right, needs to come off and help play that ball, or Kenzie Knuckles needs to shift over and cover that right back area.
Here comes a serve. That's out of bounds.
And as you would say, JB, that was gift wrapped.
10-5. Oh, my goodness. 10-5 in the fifth because of a service error from UNO. Here comes Allie Batenhorst. She's the brand new serving specialist for Nebraska. 5 left. Batenhorst out of Houston. She returns the favor. Service error. 10-6. Neither team could serve Fruit Cup right now. Big Red by 4, set 5, far from over.
Good news is that first set we had 3 service errors. Since then we've only had 4, so 7 total. 8 total now, but we have cut down on service errors compared to that first set.
Sammy Clarkson, their fine setter out of Concordia High in West Omaha, sails it over. Nice pass by Kayla. The slide. Kayla Caffey. Kaboom! 11-6. Big Red set 5.
She's so good. It's so fun to watch. So dynamic. I mean, she's running all over the place. That slide there, she took it wrist away down the line to that deep left back corner. I mean, it's wide open, and she's doing that with 2 blockers up on her. It's just such a dynamic hitter.
Served by Nicklin. Ruck the good pass. Attack in the middle. Not down thanks to Nicklin. She hobbles a little bit. She's okay. Left side swing, Lexi Sun. Now the Mavs. Again, McKenna Ruck. Roll shot. Here come the Huskers. Back set. Lindsey Krause nearly down. Great rescue by Mountjoy and a free ball over. Here come the Huskers up 5 late in the fifth. Jack back. Krause tip shot. Oh, a beautiful kick. by Limback. Keeps it alive. That's legal. Now Nebraska, middle swing. Kayla Caffey, whistle. Point Huskers. Net violation. UNO 12-6. Wow. Sadie Limback lying on her belly. The ball is floating behind her, so she sticks up her foot and keeps it alive. That is totally legal. And now UNO. But she's a gamer.
She does, and it'll be interesting to see how she does this evening, if they're going to try to start in a 6-2 again to give her a little bit of a break, or if they're just going to go straight to a 5-1, and then if she plays again tomorrow, you just don't want to hurt her for later on.
She serves short. Limback, good pass, left side swing. Fairbanks, they were all clustered up, so the Huskers had 3 blockers, and Krause got in front of her. Nebraska, get this, now with 14 blocks, and it's 13-6 Big Red in the 5th, pouring it on.
Although Nicklin does not look injured when she's celebrating. She's celebrating, no problem.
Serve again to Fairbanks. Quick attack in the middle. Another block! Krause's been involved in all these blocks. Caffey there too. 14-6. They're standing at the Devaney. Match point chance number 1. Another short serve from Nicklin. Good pass. Ruck gets it back. McKenna Ruck tip shot, and it drops. 14-7. Mavs had Nebraska on the brink. Now they need a miracle. Down 7. 14-7 in the 5th. Huskers. McCormick serves for the Mavs. Good pass by Kenzie. Attack in the middle. Kayla Caffey. Doug joust at the net. And won by Kayla Caffey in Nebraska. It's over. Match point Big Red. 15-7. The verdict in the 5th. Don't go anywhere. The head coach shortly. That match point brought to you by Hy-Vee. Hy-Vee, proud sponsor of the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle. Stay right there. We're headed to the Nebraska Lottery scoreboard update from the Acre.